What is up, yo? Today, I have an interesting topic. We're talking about free speech absolutists. We're talking about people like Kyle Kalinske. I know he's a free speech absolutist. So is Cenk Uygur, Anna Kasparian, Maz Jobrani. They're all free speech absolutists. So what is my take on free speech absolutism? Well, in America, the laws against hate speech are not strict enough as they are in other countries. Okay? And I think, here's what I think. I think that if speech promotes bigotry, it should not be allowed. I think it should be punishable depending on the degree. And I think that those that do commit hate speech should be held accountable and punished accordingly. Okay, so I'm not interested in all free speech absolutism and whatnot. I'm not interested in none of that. I think as someone who has experienced hate speech on account of my ethnicity and my religion, I think that we should have laws against hate. Yeah, have laws against hate speech. I think that is an issue with some people in the progressive movement who want to allow hate speech on college campuses, including Anna Kasparian, Cenk Uygur, and Maz Jobrani, and who else? Who else is a free speech absolutist? Oh, Kyle Kalinske, right? So people like that who are free speech absolutists, I disagree with them massively on this issue because if we want to look at the Constitution who was written by, it was written by racist, English, Irish, Scottish, white people. You know, it was written by racist white people. Like, seriously, it's it's a deeply flawed document. And honestly, yeah, it's and obviously, like, I am I am kind of biased to the one side of the argument that says hate speech is haram because it is haram, okay? But you know, if you don't agree with me on certain things, you know, but okay, and I want to reference a tweet that Linda Sarsour put out. She said that we can disagree and love each other as long as our disagreements not rooted in my oppression. As long as our disagreement is not rooted in my oppression. So what that means is if your disagreement is disparaging me because of my ethnicity or my religion or sexual orientation or whatnot or any other things, then that's bad, and we can't agree or we can't love each other, you know. And there's a lot of things that are subtly linked like that. So I think it would be good to have hate speech laws, and yeah, so yeah, that's. What do y'all think? I'm gonna open it up. Tell me what y'all think. Another thing that I've recently been thinking about is, okay, the fact that I can't stand Rachel Maddow fans. You probably know me. I'm a progressive. But you know I don't like Rachel Maddow fans. And here's the reason why. Okay, all they want to talk about is Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels. They don't want to talk about poverty. They don't want to talk about the broken healthcare system. They don't want to talk about imperialism in the U.S. doing imperialism in Palestine, Syria, Yemen, Afghanistan, Iraq, Somalia, or Libya. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the fact that there is racism in the U.S. And that there is that cops murder black people. They don't want to talk about that. They just want to talk about Russia, Russia, Russia. Stormy Daniels this, Stormy Daniels that, and it gets tiring and irritating. That's why I watched the Jimmy Dore show. But yeah. So that's my take. That's my rant. We out here.